Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsreviews.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and quick review of the Canvas Nitro. We have the new device with us. This is called Canvas Nitro or Canvas Nitro, whatever you call it. This comes from Micromax, and this is going to be a very affordable smartphone which will come with a very good build quality and a great software as well. I have been testing this phone for the last 3 to 4 days, and I really like the overall interface of this particular device, and the hardware performance of this device is also pretty good. So let's take a look over the box. As of now, this device has not been released as of now in the market, but it will come on 8th, that is tomorrow. So tomorrow it will launch and you will be able to buy this device from Snapdeal. It will be available for a price less than 10,000 rupees, and I'm not sure about the exact pricing, but this is something which I can say as of now. So this is how the phone will look like, as you can see over there. And taking a look over the box, we can see that we have the specifications for the phone mentioned over there. We have a 1.7 GHz octa-core processor on this device, which is MediaTek 6592, I guess. We will confirm that. And we have 21 Mbps of upload supported on 3G and 5.76 Mbps of download supported on 3G. Again, this device will support 3G and it has dual SIM card slot. We have 5-inch of display, which is a high definition display, which is 720x1280 resolution, and we have RAM, which is 2 GB of RAM, which you will get on this device, 8 GB of internal memory. We have a 13 megapixel autofocus camera at the back, which does have pretty good performance when it comes to low light. We have secondary camera, which is the front camera, which is a fixed focus camera, which is also pretty decent to do good quality of video chat. We have all these frequencies of band supported on this one, so it supports 3G as well as 2G both, and we have high definition video recording as well as playback on this device supported. We have Android 4.4 KitKat on this device. We will tell you the exact version. We do have GPS supported with the help of assisted GPS, and the battery inside this device is 2500 mAh, which is again sufficient to give you around 1 day battery backup. The model number of this device is going to be A310, as you can see. And let's take a look what we have inside the box so that we can do the unboxing and show you all the box contents. So the box again is very simple and sleek, I would say, which looks good. Again, this is not the retail package. The retail package will be only different with this one because that will have the pricing mentioned, because this one does not have pricing being mentioned, but again everything will remain the same. So here we have the first thing inside the box, which is the Canvas Nitro. This is how the device looks like. Again, the device looks pretty good in terms of the build quality. This is something which I really like, and you have a very good leather-like finish at the back side, which has a texturized design as well, which will give you a very good grip. So again, it is a leather-like back cover, which is again plastic, but it gives you a great feel. Just like leather, you can feel this particular material, and you have a very nice grip when you hold this device in hand. This is how the device looks like from this side. At the top we have, so on the edges you can easily see that there are some stitches which are again like fake stitches, but again it gives you a very great and premium look to the device. We have the blue color variant of this device. However, this will be available in white color and some other colors as well. You can get it in black as well in case you would like to. So this is how the phone look like, and once we unlock the phone, this is how the lock screen look like. The lock screen give you shortcuts for all the notification which you have on the phone. So I can directly launch Gmail just by tapping over here, and this is how Gmail will get launched. As you can see, the display on this device is one of the best displays I have seen on any other Micromax devices. So the display is an IPS LCD display, and it gives you great viewing angle, so you can view the display from almost any angle without any issues. I do not see any kind of discoloration happening. So display is very vibrant and very good in terms of the look and feel on this device. Has great viewing angles, and the sunlight visibility of this display is also pretty good. So we will take a look over the device later on. Let's take a look what we have inside the package apart from the device. So we have some extra polythenes over there, and again we do have a blink screen which is there on this device, which we will just tell you. There are some options with which you can actually focus on specific objects over there. So that is how it is explained. So it has a camera interface on which you can do all these things, which includes refocus. You can do a proper refocus after taking the photo, and then you can take front and back shot as well. So you can take a shot from the front camera as well as from the rear camera, both at the same time. So that is supported. You do have different kind of smart gestures which are supported. I would recommend you to go through all these. We will explain them in detail once we just take a look over the device. And you do have a warranty card, so in case you get this thing, just read this so that you can understand all that. So we have SAR information document over there, and the SAR values which are mentioned for this device is okay, I don't see the SAR values are mentioned over here, as you can see. So it is 0.29 weight per kg, this is for the head, and 0.58 weight per kg, this is for the body. So this is how the SAR values look like. Apart from this, we have some extra advertisement kind of pamphlets. We have a user guide for this phone, which I don't recommend you to read. You also get a screen guard which comes within the package. There is also one screen guard which will come pre-installed on this device, which we have removed so that I can show you the display properly. But there is one screen guard which will come pre-installed, and there is another which you will get within the package, so you don't need to worry about the screen protection. Let's take a look what we have apart from these things. So inside the package we also get these in-ear headphones. So you can see these are the kind of in-ear headphones which you will get within the package. Look good, and the sound quality from these headphones is also pretty decent. However, the bass levels were not that high. We do have a button over there which can be used to make to pick the calls. You do have a mic over there, but volume controls are not there. This is how the audio lead will look like. And inside this package we have the charger and the micro USB cable. So over here we have the charger. Let me just show you the charger and the output current which will come out from this charger. So this is how the charger will look like, and it is a 1 ampere charger, as you can see. And you get a micro USB cable as well, which will also come within the package. I can get this thing out here. So this is the standard one, a standard micro USB cable which can be used for data syncing and charging. It is a detachable cable, and these are all the things which you get within the package of this phone. So let me just keep all these things aside for a while, and let's take a look over the device now, which is the Micromax Canvas Nitro. Here we have it. So the device looks very good in terms of build quality. As I already told you, it has a very good interface this time as well. It has a different kind of software UI which is running on top of Android. I'm not sure what they call it, but they do have a blink feed kind of a thing which you might have seen on some of the HTC phones, just like this one. So on this blink feed you can actually see the contents being loaded. You have content coming from international publication, you have content coming from different news publication. You can also customize what kind of content you would like to see. You just need to specify what kind of content you would like to see from India or from globally. You can actually have Facebook and Twitter feeds as well. So once you configure your Facebook and Twitter account on this device with the help of this application which is called Quick Look On. So this is the Quick Look On which actually allows you to see the information coming from different portals in a pictorial representation like this, which actually looks very good. And once you tap on any of these, this will actually open that in a simple interface so that you can read the text. You don't need to open this into a browser. You can read the complete text here only. We have the options over here which includes different kind of modes in which the camera will launch. In case you would like to take a front and back shot, that means you want to take a front camera shot as well as a rear camera shot, you can do that. You have a selfie shot as well, and when the front camera will launch, you have photo and video mode. Let me just go for the front and back camera shot. So this is how it will look like, as you can see. So let me just, okay. So now it is taking the rear camera first of all, so it will take one shot at a time. Okay, the camera shutter button is this one, and for the second shot you can actually take it again by tapping over there, and this is how it will combine both of these images like this, and you can share it on Facebook, Twitter. You can send it via Bluetooth, and you can upload it to any platform you would like to do. So again, let's take a look over the overall form factor. It is fairly okay in terms of the overall weight. This is something I would like to say. The thickness of the device is again not very thin, but again it does not feel very thick. You have rounded edges at the back cover, which makes this phone easy to hold in one hand, and the rubberized matte finish back cover, which also gives you a fake leather finish, also makes this device look very premium as well. I can remove the back cover so that I can show you the ports from the back side as far as connectivity goes. So we have the SIM card slot over there, which will accept micro SIM. Both of them will accept micro SIM, and the SIM card slot 1 is this, SIM card slot 2 is this. We have a micro SD memory card slot as well. We have the battery on this device, which is 2500 mAh battery, and here we have the loudspeaker over there, as you can see. And again, if we take a look over the ports and connectivity on the top, we have the 3.5mm audio jack. We have a secondary microphone as well on this device for noise cancellation and video chat. We have a 13 megapixel camera, which is an autofocus camera, and it can record high definition video. We have dual LED flash over there, and at the bottom we have micro USB port for data syncing and charging. We do have a primary microphone over there for voice calling, as you can see. And on this side we have the power and sleep key, which can be easily accessed either you are holding this device in right hand or you are holding it in left hand. You have the volume rocker, which is on this side. Both of these buttons are plastic buttons, and they also give you good amount of feedback. So in terms of the feedback, it is good. On the front we have the 5 megapixel camera. We have the nice metallic earpiece. We have the proximity and mid light sensors over there, and we have touch capacitive buttons which are there at the bottom. And these buttons, as far as backlit LEDs is concerned, they do have backlit LEDs, so they will light up whenever you tap on them, which is good, so that you can easily see them in dark room as well. This is how the UI look like. I have already told you about the lock screen. When it comes to the home screen, you have like all these home screens. You can increase and decrease these home screens, and as of now it does not allow me to do that, but again you can do it with third-party application. You also have this extra widgets which will also come pre-installed. So on the software level, Micromax has actually done a lot of things on this device to actually make the device smoother and also give you the kind of content you would need or you may like to read. So in that case, they have provided this kind of a quick look on, and they have also provided these widgets which actually gives you access to all these applications which will come pre-installed. You have Yatra application, you have Truecaller, you have Book My Show, Amazon, AskMe.com. So with just by the tap of these buttons, you can actually launch these applications, and these applications are actually coming pre-installed on this device. So let's take a look over the version of Android and the notification center. First of all, this is how the notification center. We have installed a lot of games, and we will just give you a look about that. We do have wireless display supported, as you can see on this device. We have the toggle for the data connection, location, data access, brightness, and we do have support for automatic brightness, and economical brightness is also an option which actually saves the reserve the brightness level of this particular device so that you can get a better battery backup from this device. So let's take a look over the settings as of now, and we will take a look over the version of Android. So when we talk about version of Android, we have 4.4.2, which is coming preloaded on this device, which is a good thing. And when it comes to the storage, I can show you the storage scenario as well. On the storage front, this device has 8 GB of internal storage, out of which approximately 5.68 GB is available to the user. But again, we have installed a couple of applications and games, and that is why the available storage is slightly less, but you get around 5.6 GB. So approximately 5.6 GB is something you will get. You also have the option of changing the default write disk. That means you can actually install certain part of the application on the SD card. You can also install applications on the SD card, and we will show you that. So once you insert an SD card, you will see the option of changing the default write disk, in which some of the application will actually store some part of their data on the SD card, and that is how you can actually work on this device when it comes to storage problem in case you face it. We have application scenario over there. We have 1 GB, 2 GB of RAM on this device. So 2 GB of RAM is there on this device, and out of 2 GB of RAM, you have around 867 MB of RAM free, which is fairly good, and you have around 1.1 GB which is being used. So amount of free RAM which we have on this device is fairly good, and the device is responsive enough. We do have display settings over there, as you can see. On the display settings, we can see that we have support for video wallpapers as well, so you can set video wallpapers as well on this device, which is a good thing. We do have other options like brightness toggles. We do have support for automatic brightness, as we already told you. You have economical brightness option as well, which I would recommend you to check, so that you can actually get a better battery backup from this device. You also have a clear motion, which is called the video fluency enhancer. This is something which will make the video playback much smoother on this device. So once you check this option, the high definition videos will play much better and much smoother without any kind of audio or video sync issues. So this is something which is I have seen only on this device. I have not seen this option on any other Micromax phone or any other Android phone till now. So taking a look over the location access, you do have support for GPS navigation. You just need to enable this option over there to use GPS navigation on this device, and it works perfectly fine with the help of a fixed GPS. But again, in order to log the GPS coordinates, make sure you are outdoors. Apart from this, we do have the option of sharing internet as well. So you can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot as well on this device and share the 3G internet, which is definitely a good thing. And you have support for USB tethering and Bluetooth tethering as well. Apart from this, let's take a look over the phone dialer. So we have the phone dialer over there. On the phone dialer itself, we have this dialer which is easy enough to dial any number, and when it comes to the video call option, we do have that. So video call option is there, speed dial option is also there, and then you have other options which are related to calling. When it comes to the messaging application is again kind of stock Android. So you can see this is the kind of messaging application you will get. But one thing which I really like about this device is that you also get this keyboard, which is the swipe keyboard. So you have this Swift key keyboard which will come pre-installed. So the moment you actually set up this device, it will give you the option to use a Google keyboard or a Swift keyboard, and I selected this keyboard, and this keyboard does allow you to do swipe to type. So this is something which I really like, because this extra keyboard is coming pre-installed in this device without you required to pay anything for it. And you do have swipe to type, and swipe to type is much smoother, and it does give you these suggestions as well at the top. However, the keys are also pretty big to type. They give you a pop-up, and you will not face any kind of problem while typing on this device. You can always type in the landscape mode as well. Here we have the score for the Antutu benchmark, and this device has given a score of 19655, which is a pretty decent score, I would say. And this device, in terms of day-to-day usage and performance, is pretty good as well. You can play almost any high definition game on this device, provided you have storage for the same. So we have a score of 60.4 FPS on this device on Ninamark, and this device does justify the score because we have installed a couple of heavy games like Modern Combat 4, Blood and Glory, Dead Trigger 2, and we will just play these games. We have played these games on this device, and this device has performed pretty well when it comes to gaming. Now let's take a look over the hardware information for this device. We have the system information. The model number of this device is Micromax A310, and when we take a look over the processor, we have ARM-V7 processor clocked at 1.6 GHz or 1.7 GHz to be very approximately, and it is an octa-core CPU. It is MediaTek 6592 chipset, as you can see, and we have the display resolution over there, which is 720 to 1280, and the display resolution on this device is pretty good. You have a pretty good pixel density. I do not see any pixelation on this device as far as display resolution is concerned. We have Mali 400 MP2 GPU, which is good, and we have sensors which includes accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, light sensor. You do not have magnetic field sensor on this device, but GPS navigation works fine on this device provided you are outdoors, and it can log the GPS location pretty easily with. Now when it comes to multi-touch, this device supports 5-point multi-touch, as you can see. Now let's take a look over the camera UI which we have on this device, and the camera UI is a customized camera UI which we can see, and as you can see we have the MediaTek kind of camera UI which we have seen on other Micromax phones which were running on MediaTek chipset. So this one is the same. When it comes to autofocus, it does have autofocus, and you do have a lot of options like live photo mode over there. You have a beautification mode as well. You have a panorama mode supported as well on this device. You do have support for HDR mode as well, so you can take photos in HDR mode. Make sure you don't move the device much in case you would like to take the photo in HDR mode. Let me just first of all show you the front camera quality. So this is how the front camera quality will look like. I would say the front camera is pretty decent to do a good quality of video chat. And again, the video feed is not hazy, unless even if I move the device slightly, it does have some kind of stabilization. And again, you do have fixed focus camera at the front, but it does have face detection, which will happen once you do a video call from this device, and the video quality is pretty good. This is something I can say. Apart from this, you do have a selfie mode supported, in which you just need to do a gesture, and then it will take a shot. That can also be done with this particular device. Let me just take a photo of my iPhone 5 over here in this artificial light which is falling on this subject, and I have to hold the camera stable for that. So we have taken this shot, and let me just take this shot without the artificial light, and let's see how does it come out. And I will just disable the flash over there. So I've disabled the flash, and again the overall view which I can see on the screen was not looking that great. But again, let me just take a look over both of these photos one by one. So this is the one which has been taken with artificial light. The photo has came out to be very clear. From the 13 megapixel camera on this device, the photo has came out to be very clear in terms of details, which is something which I really like. And again, the overall color production of this particular subject is also pretty natural. I would say this is not oversaturated. This is one of the best picture clarity you can get on a smartphone with the 13 megapixel camera, which is good. However, the one which we have taken without the artificial light, this one has also came out to be pretty good, surprisingly, in terms of details, but in terms of colors it is slightly dark. I do not see much of a brightness in this one, so photos does come out to be pretty good on this device in light. But again, if you do not have much amount of light, details will be good enough, but the photos might be darker. But again, it is not an issue because I can see the text on the display pretty easily and without any issues I can read it. Apart from this, if we just show you the camera UI, so this is the camera UI, and I can show you the settings. So this device does support GPS navigation as well, as you can see. So you do have the option of doing a location info storing, so you can store the location info with the photos, so you can do that. You have the color effect, you have exposure which you can control, white balance can also be controlled, and again anti-flicker is also there. In the photo mode, we do have a voice capture as well, which is supported. You have HDR mode and self timer is also supported. You do have a continuous shooting mode as well, which will get enabled in the normal mode. So under the normal mode you can actually access all these settings. Okay, I'm not able to access these settings, maybe I'm right now not in the right mode. So anyways, we do have the option of recording a video, and you can also take photos while recording a video. So in case you are recording a video like this, and I can show you the quality of this particular camera at the rear. When it comes to recording video, you do have tap to focus and autofocus is also there. You can take a photo as well while recording a video. And let me just stop this video, and for that I just need to tap over there. So the camera is pretty good. The camera interface is also pretty good in terms of the quality, as well as in terms of what you get from the video. Quality on this device is also pretty decent, as you can see. So let me just decrease the volume so that I can show you the details. So as you can see, the camera does have autofocus as well as tap to focus, which does work pretty fine. So camera quality is definitely good on this device. 13 megapixel camera at the back does take pretty decent shots. This is how the browser look like on this device, as you can see. And when it comes to the browser is pretty good. It is a stock Android browser which you have on this device. There are some extra options as well which have been added, so it is not exactly like a stock Android one, but looks good. In terms of browsing, there is no issue. I can do the kinetic scrolling without any issues. Pinch to zoom is also fluid, there is no issue, and double tap to zoom is also supported, as you can see, which does work. When it comes to loading any website, this browser is good enough to load them. And again, you do have the option of opening a private browsing mode as well. So in case you would like to do the browsing in incognito mode, it is supported on this device. So now let's take a look over the video playback capability of this device. So we will just play a video from our YouTube video channel. So now we are playing a video from our channel, and this is a high definition video which we are playing. When it comes to the quality at which this video is getting played, it is high definition, which is good. And when it comes to the viewing angles, I can show you the viewing angles as well. So you can see that the viewing angles on this device are pretty wide. You can see the display from almost any angle without any issue, which is good. I can just give you a preview about the overall sound quality. So this is how the overall sound quality will look like. So as you might have experienced that the sound is pretty loud, but again not too loud on this device, and the loudspeaker is actually at the back side, which is again not a very great design, because if you place it like this on a table, the sound will get muffled, but it will not get blocked completely. So again, the sound is pretty loud but not the loudest, and the video playback is definitely very good on this device. It can play high definition videos both at 720p and 1080p with. Now when it comes to the applications which company installed, you get a large number of applications which will company install on this device, which includes Book My Show, and you do have some extra applications like some Micromax application, which includes Micromax Doodle, Micromax Games, Micromax Insurance, which is something new which I can see on this device. So this is related to how you can insure your device after buying it from Micromax. You do have a Micromax Live application, Micromax Security. All these applications will company installed. You have games clubs as well, and you have some trial version games also which will company installed, as you can see. Apart from this, we do have some extra application like yatra.com, and then you have some games coming from Disney, that is Where Is My Water. So that is also a game which will come. You get a large number of applications pre-installed on this device, but again, the storage you get out of 8 GB on this device is fairly good. You have around 5.6 GB, which is 5.6 GB is pretty good if you get out of 8 GB for installing application and storing picture, videos and other data. So even this device is coming preloaded with a lot of application, which includes these. It does give you a pretty good amount of storage on which you can install application. Or when it comes to OTG, let me just check whether this device supports OTG or not. So we are plugging a flash drive, an OTG flash drive onto this device, and it should detect the same. So as of now it hasn't. It has not detected this flash drive. Let me just go ahead and take a look over it through the file manager. File manager also comes installed. You also get FM radio as well. So file manager has not detected the flash drive. Looks like OTG is not supported on this device, which is a kind of a disappointment. So now we are playing this game called Temple Run OZ. This is a casual game to start with. So let me just see how does this device handle this game. So in terms of graphics, I can see everything clearly without any issues. I can see the shadow of the player. Everything is fine. When it comes to the draw distance for the game is also pretty good. There is no issue with the touchscreen as well. I can easily control the player, and touchscreen is responsive as it can be. So this game is running perfectly fine. The gravity sensor on the device is also working well. So now we are playing this game called Frontline Commando D-Day, and in terms of graphics it is working fine till now. I can access all the gaming controls on the screen itself without any issues. I can easily aim and shoot, which is good. So touchscreen is pretty responsive. There is no issue with that. You can see I can easily play this game on this device without any kind of graphic lag, which is something which I really like. So again, this is a medium graphic intensive game which you can play on this device without any issues. So now we are playing this game called Blood and Glory, and this game is running smoothly as far as graphics are concerned. I do not see any issue with the touchscreen or with the graphics, which is really good. So you can play this game on this device without any issues, as you can see, and it is quite responsive when it comes to the touchscreen as well as in terms of the graphics. Now as far as LED notification light is concerned, we do have LED notification light on this device. As far as battery backup goes, this device will give you around 1 day of battery backup with moderate usage. In case you are a heavy user, then in that case you will not get 1 day of battery backup. In case you watch videos a lot and you play high definition games a lot, then the device will not give you 1 day of battery backup. With moderate usage, it can easily give you around 1 day of battery backup. So that's all from us as far as the quick unboxing and full review of this particular phone. We really like this device as far as the overall hardware is concerned. The rear camera performance is pretty good. The front camera can also take very good selfies in case you want that. You do have a very nice interface. There are a lot of applications which come pre-installed, but the inbuilt storage of this device is also pretty good. You get around 5.6 GB out of 8 GB as far as available storage is concerned to the user. You do have the option of changing the default write disk so that you can install some part of the application on the SD card, so you can store the data of the SD card on the SD card in case you're looking to do that. We do have a lot of options when it comes to the UI. You have a customized UI with this blink feed kind of experience, which is called quick look on, which actually gives you access to content being fetched from different publications, top publication. You can also customize this content. You can also load your Facebook and Twitter feed over here, which is something which is very good. You do have all these home screen. You have the option of customizing the overall UI on this device by these options. By adding these widgets, you do have different kind of gestures which are supported on this device. So in all, I would like to say this is a pretty decent device if it comes for less than 10,000 rupees. The kind of value you get for this device in terms of hardware, in terms of value for money, in terms of gaming capabilities, everything is good. So do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.